open up the actual game. And then we should be good. Okay. All right, let me open up Enlisted. And then I'll be able to actually switch the game over because I know it's dark right now. So just give me 1 second. That way we can finish the download. All right, there we go. Also, let me make sure the toner's working. Okay, toner's working. Good. Hash microphone, game audio. We'll just do hash because that is linked up to that. Okay. And then once this is fully loaded, then I can switch over to the enlisted gameplay. Okay. Melting steel of Normandy. Picturesque vineyards, stone churches, and pastoral calm. Those are the words first time visitors used to describe Normandy. Those words were managed to survive fighting there. Industrial history. You'll see in the coming update. Okay. French North. Look at Stalingrad tractor fact. Oh, cool. All right, let me switch this over so you can see this. Enlisted. There we go. Okay, inspired by industrial complex of the French North, we're gonna have a factory workup. Very nice. Transformer zone at the power plant, 2 large cooling towers for industrial water foundry and rolling workshops. Open blast furnace. Oh, cool. Awesome. Well, it seems like cool. Well, it seems like from the looks of it that we'll be able to play this soon, perhaps within the coming week. So that's really cool. All right. Well, let's continue with the campaign that we got in the Pacific here. M2 flamethrower. M2 flamethrower. Okay, so we'll get the flamethrower squad and the Johnson. Yeah, sweet. All right. We need melee weapon kills. 50% of your team battle for 12 minutes. No problem. Those are basically the easiest ones, I think, to get. All right. We now have 2 engineers. Just gonna make it so much easier. And we have an AA gun, so if bombers do come overhead, we'll get several thousand XP for our engineers, which is amazing. Exactly what we want. Can't build because it's too close. Let's build it right here then. Alright. I'm gonna switch over to my other guys so we have our phosphorus. I see contact. Let's try to help this guy out in the M13. Seriously took a hit. Well, they just wiped out the last of our guys right there. 100-pound bomb. Okay, so I think what we'll do is we'll pull out our 23 group. I think we still have some phosphorus grenades on them. Yeah. Yeah, we're getting them. Easy, easy. Oh, shoot. Yeah, they got a flamethrower group which is coming through right there. Damn. Okay. We captured it, so we didn't do half bad. I will take the Browning. A2 version. But I'll need some ammunition if we're gonna be doing that. Careful, careful. Hey, guess what? See ya. Ooh. Alright, just a bomber trying to give an assist. It's alright though. We still got him. No. Oh. I didn't even see that there was another guy that was right there through the window. We gotta go all the way around or smoke this. I know he's gonna jump off. One of them's gonna jump off. And here I'm. Trying to jump off again? I think he is. Oh, it's because they got a rally point. That's why he's protecting it. Shit. Alright. It's down, it's down. Oh, dang. I just got glitched out through the wall right there. What I really need is an ammunition crate. The rally point was destroyed. Wait, hold on, guys. Let me just make sure that our volume is at a high enough level. Okay, now it should be. Because I was like, I wanted to make sure that you guys could actually hear. Get down. We've actually almost won. Oh. We've actually almost won, yeah. If we could put a rally point right here, maybe, I think we'll be fine. We'll try to put a rally point right there, and then use our phosphorus after that. I think that would be our plan. Let's get some stamina. I'm really excited to be adding a new map to Normandy, because you know, they'll provide, just because they get a new map, they'll have several different angles of attack, and it's going to feel like there's all that much more content. It's always good. Alright, let's go. There are a lot of people in here. Shoot, we got burned out. We saw our phosphorus group though from the 23rd, so I think we can get those guys in it. We just are probably going to take a pretty big hit. Yeah, we got it. We're happy. We're clear. Shouldn't be a problem. Hey, GG. That should give us a decent amount of XP. We might even level up to. I thought we were gonna get level up to 24, but we're like several thousand XP away. That's unfortunate. Bolt action rifles. Let me get rid of the changing speed in hopes that we get something better. We're gonna get an upgrade soon in this squad. Upgrade. We'll do it again. Yeah, and then we get the M2 flamethrower squad. I don't know if I want to change them out. for the machine gunner squad that we have already, or like if I want to just put them on pause for right now until we get an XP booster? Not sure. Not sure what I want to do. We're assaulting? Okay. Let's do our machine gunner group then if we're assaulting. We still need to get an AT gunner on our machine gunner group, and HMG at least. Oh shit. Is he sniping at us?
Come on!
There's a few things. Yeah, sniper rifle. Damn, alright, forget it. They got both their engineers. Oh, look at that. 9 kills from a M2 grenade.
Well done, men. Let's attack the next position.
Oh, shit. Damn, okay. What do we want to do? I think we'll go with our engineer squad. But let's go from the hillside, though, so that we don't get like, trapped with any remnants and guys that haven't fallen back. Oh, yep, I see. We got guys that have fallen back. Alright, let's move. They got double tosse. I think only one of these guys is a mine. Shoot. That's not good. It's really not good. That way you can still get your XP. Whoa.
Capturing. Our boys are capturing the position.
What the hell is that mortar? Guy with the mortar somewhere. Ooh. man. I'll go with the machine gunner squad. Yeah, why not? Well. Those are our bombers. Good. Let's see if we can win this.
Capturing a control point. Our team started capturing a control point.
Oh, shoot. I gotta go right. Oh, nice, nice, nice. I think that just got the guy that was sniping us, actually. Alright, hold up. Oh, shoot. I was gonna say. If you hadn't thrown the hand grenade, I knew exactly where it was. Here, where'd Browning go? Shoot. I have 20mm cannon, but I don't know. Let's go get us.
We captured the control point.
Oh, sweet.
Move out
Okay.
to the next one.
Yeah, let's go up to the far right area. Get around them. Hit 97 OMG. Oh, they okay. We lost our engineer, so that's a big issue. That's a huge issue. Oh, 20mm. Let's pull up our engineer squad. I think they have a bomber in the air. They do. Well, if we get a little bit closer, we'll try to put down a, we'll try to put something down. Help us out. Stuck on I don't want to put it right now, you know.
Throwing a phosphorus grenade! Throwing white phosphorus! We're armed with the phosphorus!
Oh! Alright, that should help.
Taking the position. Our men are capturing the position.
Machine gun? Let's see machine gun group. Let's see machine gun group. .22mm? Okay, so it's a toss egg, so say is the
Forces are
question
taking the
with
control point.
our... Oh, shit. I want to get the toss A, but there's way too many guys.
Most return to the battle.
Oh, we're dead.
Position.
Oh, wow, we actually survived. I thought for sure we were a goner.
Our team started capturing a control point.
One guy got stuck in the wall. Alright, let's try to get down.
We've already taken half of the control points. Keep up the good work.
Okay, so there is still that one guy. Got him. Okay, let me see if I can't blow up the toss A. I don't even think I have anything on. I don't even have anything on me to get it. Okay, that's good. Our tank got him. Alright. We're not doing half bad.
Fighters, hit all targets. Yes, sir.
Alright. Is this our... Okay, this is not our last. This is our second to last objective we have to capture here. Is that our tank right here, or is that... I guess that is our tank. Oh, shoot. Holy moly, we just ran into like a whole squad of people right there. Right on top of us.
Throwing white phosphorus.
Nice, good.
Phosphorus.
Our boys are capturing a position.
Gonna burn them with phosphorus.
Alright, we're capturing. There's another one in here. That was probably AI that got us right there, unfortunately, but it's alright. There's a lot of them in the objective. Alright. I do not want to die, so let me switch over.
Gonna burn them with phosphorus.
Our forces are in position.
Oh, he doesn't even have his gun equipped. Damn. That sucks. And I don't know why the AI do that, like... The fact that they don't even have their gun out, and they sometimes... Hey, Brandon! Let's go, man. I'm like right on the brink of getting level 24, so trying to get these do these wins in. I really gotta get an upgrade on this gun. Recoil is terrible. Good on squad. This is hard for us. We've gone through like I think 300 troops trying to take this objective. We've been doing good, but this is always a hard one to take. I'm excited. I want the new season to start already because I'm at that point where it takes so many levels just to get the smallest little thing in the battle pass. It sucks. It's like not really worth it for rewards. So, also I just saw that there's going to be a new Normandy map. That's kind of cool. Oh, that's where he is. We haven't had a new Normandy map in a while. So that is exciting. Yeah, I saw that guy in that house, and once I saw the bullet tune, I knew he was in the opposite. But once this engineering squad actually gets to like level 12, it's just right now it's really struggling because it's only level 8. Yeah, we need to get it to the point where we can start leveling up the gun too, so we get the Johnson 1941 to a decent level. It's faltering right now because it's got low damage. It's a low level. Haven't upgraded it yet. Alright, that's why they were getting us. They got so many rally points set up. We're right next to the objective. Now they're gone, so... With the explosion pack. Oh, someone just got headshot. I don't know what that is. Is that like a... Oh, it's just a Type 93. Or 97 mini grenade.
Capturing the control point. Our forces are taking the control point.
Kind of out of ammo right there. We'll definitely get to rank 24 after this match, so that's exciting. We'll actually get the M2 flamethrower. I should probably shoot down that thing with my engineering squad. Otherwise, it's just gonna keep hammering us. As long as we put our rally point here, we should be good. Alright, let's go. And now you can respawn close by. You don't have to go all the way. Oh, shit! Hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. Where the hell is that tank? My rally point's destroyed, are you kidding me? We definitely need to get that bomber. If we can't get that, it's gonna need to pelt us. So I can't get it in this life, but I can definitely get it in the next because I'll get my engineer. What we could do, we could even build an HMG. The Browning squad will definitely get him. Another Type 47. That thing, man. You guys go ahead and storm the objective. I'm gonna wipe out any guys on the hill trying to get you. Oh wait, never mind. We got a bombing run going in. Let's go, let's go. That's our call to action right there. Got their last guy that was over here. I would say when I tried to go back to Twitch, I got more views here actually. Because it's smaller right now, so it's more concentrated. Easier to get discovered. That is the one benefit. Easier to get discovered right now. Sweet! Yeah. Bro, let me tell you, I mean, look, Twitch has the same thing. They both have it, so. But they know that that's happening, and anything that's really bad, they're gonna get rid of them. They've talked about that, but anything that is just like Twitch, they don't care. So, which makes sense. Okay, we'll add a guy. So it's like they're gonna go to Twitch if they can't do it here, you know? So it's like, who cares? Bring in more money and more viewers. Oh yeah, it's way less censored than Twitch. That's the whole point. Because Twitch has been arbitrarily like banning people and shit. So that's why. Oh jeez. That's hilarious. Let me get rid of these two. Yeah. Bro, there's a dude in the art category today. I was looking at artist shit. And he was like... It was like... Scrolling through Pornhub, and I'm like, bro, what the hell? It said that on his title. I'm like, why? No one wanted to watch him now. Seems like just because you're doing that doesn't mean people want to watch you. You know? Forgot he was live. No, his title said scrolling through Pornhub. No one watched him. I'm like, bro, no one would watch you. Yeah. I was like, look, man. No one cares about that. Like, no one's gonna watch you for that. Of course, no one was. Like, believe it or not, most of the people, mass majority of people aren't here for that. Okay, so we got the M2 flamethrower squad. I don't think I want to use it though right now. M1A1 Thompson group. Johnson LMG. See, the thing is that all that really matters is getting this group. Like, well, the Johnson 1941, I need this to get maxed out. But I just need this group to be an effective fighting force, and right now they're not. Now we can start leveling up the Browning. Nice. So once the Browning 1918 is maxed out, that'll significantly help out. And then when I get the Johnson LMG, that'll help too. But I just need to get the Browning to a max so that my heavy machine gunners get more kills, the AI. Because they're pretty weak right now. Yeah. I know. Because you're doing it too, right? Because you're doing it on your gaming PC? I'm not like a decent level in anything else. I've only leveled up Allies and Axis. I've only been playing Pacific. That's it. Like anything else, I'm garbage. I'm level 0. But what I want to do... Are we maxed out in this group? We are. So let me... The whole point of having that is so that you have more phosphorus grenade. Like, that's the whole point of having the large backpack. Oh yeah, bolties are super easy. Did I ever go to TwitchCon? I've never gone to TwitchCon. I don't really intend to either. Okay, we need to... yeah, I don't really intend to go to... Even if I were in... Like, I can technically go since I'm an affiliate. We technically all can go, but, like... I don't really see the point of going. Mostly because it's a bunch of just, like, egocentric, Twitch streamers. Like the big guys that just are there to just gossip and shit, and it's not really that much to do, so I don't really care about that. No. I know the guy from Twitch, one of our group, Captain Cool Whip's going. He's got thousands of followers though, so which is still like baby level compared to like the streamers that usually go. How many followers they have. Oh, yeah, well that's what he wanted to know. He was like, he asked me, he was like, do you want to go with me? Because he was like, I thought it'd be cool for you, myself, like Chicken or like Sorello and like a bunch of other of his friends. He's like, I thought we could all go and like hang out. But then what ended up happening was they switched it from Los Angeles to Las Vegas. And I was like, I don't want to go to Vegas. He was like, he's like, I'm fine with Vegas. Like, I'd be cool with that. I don't like Vegas. Like, I've been so many times, it's just a hellhole. But he doesn't live like in Cali, so he never goes to Vegas. So he was like, oh, we should do it. So he's going in November. I'm not going to be going to that, though. Plus, like, the thing is that I'm not at the point where I can just, like, go to that kind of stuff because I'm in school, you know? If I didn't have school, like, if I were out of university, it'd be different. I'd probably be like, yeah, let's do it. But I'm not, you know, I'm not there yet. Yeah, yeah. Well, he's a dad too, but he was like, I don't give a fuck. I'll just bring my kid with me. I was like, okay. But like, I don't think TwitchCon is worth it to like do that. But he's like, I'm doing it. I want to go to TwitchCon. See, the thing is like, I've been, since I'm from LA, like, I've been to comics, like, for example, it's not the same, but I've been to Comic Cons, and I can tell you the reality of what it is compared to the hype of what the companies try to do is, like, vastly different worlds. Like, the reality is that you're just walking around a convention hall that's used for 1,000 other things, you know? There's a lot of cool stuff with just like seeing the art of artists and looking at collectibles and stuff. But at the end of the day, it's kind of just like it's just kind of like, you get bored really quickly. Right? Yeah. No. That's the one thing is I was like, forget about Las Vegas River. Like I would go because to see all you guys and have fun, but. I would totally do that, but since I'm still in university, I can't go. So hopefully, like, also the location's just not great for me. But when I'm out of university, I would definitely be willing to go hang out and do that stuff. Sure. So, yeah, just not this year though. I can't this year. Maybe by next year. Not this upcoming year, but the next year I would be able to, because I'd be out of university and actually have the job. Just not right now, though. I can't.
The enemy is rushing the control point.
Unfortunately. It just happens to be that, like, the location, the timing is not great for me. Now, if it were, like, up here in NorCal or, like, I don't know, in LA, it'd be good. Oh, you did? Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I remember, not this year, but the year before, someone asked me about, like, do I want to do TwitchCon? I wasn't, like, an affiliate, though. I don't think any of us were, actually. But... Oh, and it was, they wanted to go to, no, it was, they wanted to go to an Xbox convention, the E3 thing. Because, normally it's in LA, you know? Because I've been to the ones that were in LA, and they have E3. And it was pretty cool. I mean, they also have like EA Con shit, which is just stupid. Because really the only thing is they have like 3/4 of like all the playtest PCs for the new games are reserved for streamers and shit. So you can't actually play, you know? It's like, and people were waiting in line for hours to try to test out the games. I'm like, no. And I could just see, like, it would take, like, there was no way we were gonna get in. But, you know, my dad, because he loves me, he was like, it's okay, we'll wait, maybe we'll be able to get in. And I literally just, I was with my brother and him, and I was like, nope, we're going home. He drove us all the way out. I'm like, nope. I'm not wasting your guys' time. We're all, let's be realistic, like, we're all older here. Like, we all know that that's not gonna happen. We're not getting into that. And then we went out and had lunch. It was like a 40-minute drive out there because we live in LA, but so it wasn't that bad. The events aren't that great, man. They're so overhyped online. They're just massive old convention centers. That's all they are. There's nothing special about them. Yeah, there's nothing special about them, I can tell you that. The companies like to hype them up. It's all this like video footage and tries to put it at like the best angle and the best lighting, and then that stuff is there. But like, if you would turn the camera angle just a little bit, you would see a barren wall of a convention center with like a few people sitting on the ground with water that are bored out of their minds and too poor to afford the stuff that's in there. Like, it's all just PR. It's just like, no, I don't like all that stuff, but you know what I do like is I went to ToyCon, which was really cool. That was fun. Which was like, it was like Collectible Con, which was like for all sci-fi collectibles and stuff, and that was really great time. The other stuff I wouldn't go to. It was super chill. It was like all older people, you know? We were all like between the ages of like 20 and 60. It wasn't like any kids or anything. Yeah, I know, just broke the window. I mean, yeah, we were all older, but like, honestly, I was with my girlfriend and my other friend. We were the youngest people there. Everyone else was like minimum 27. Almost everyone was like in their 30s or 40s. It was super chill and relaxed, but they had like a bunch of, you know, they had like a bunch of like voiceover artists and just like live action actors and stuff that were there. They had like 6 or 7 of them, and they were actually like big roles within sci-fi. But you know, some of them it was their. Usually, what's kind of nice about it is it's the actors. They'll use them as like their first time trying out the conventions. You know, so it was like their first time doing autographs and their first time and stuff. Unfortunately, they have like their management teams that aren't their own. They're like companies that try to lobby for these actors. And so, like, if you want a selfie, it's gonna cost $60. If you want an autograph, it's gonna cost $120. I'm like, no one gives a shit. You played a side character on 3 seasons of Star Wars: The Clone Wars TV show, or like you were a voiceover artist for a monster in Stranger Things. Like, come on, that's ridiculous. You know, these prizes and stuff. Yeah, I don't think if I were like, this is the thing. I think that's ridiculous when there are really big actors and voiceover artists and stuff that will like never charge people a dime. They're like, no, like, I'll do it for free. You don't have to pay. You know? That's so stupid that like, that idea that $120 for me to write my name on a piece of paper or $60 to take a selfie with me, like, that is the stupidest concept to me. And they're way bigger actors than these other guys, you know? I would do it for free, like, if, you know, if I were in that position, I would not charge people. I think that's stupid. They're the reason why, you know, it's your audience is the reason why you're able to have a career and get paid as a job and what you want to do in the first place. They're the reason that you're able to do what you want to do. Charge them $120 for a little slip of paper. But, you know, there's also, like, but anyways, that was, like, the one part, but it was much cooler to see all the collectibles and stuff that were super rare. And stuff that was, like, really old that I was not alive. Well, I was alive at the time that the toys came out for some of them, but, like, I was, like, 2. So it's really cool to be able to, like, purchase stuff that's discontinued at a decent price, you know? Because I use it as, like, above my streamer setup. Ask for an autograph, he just signed. He went, right, exactly. People don't, like, they're like, I'm not gonna charge you. I mean, I feel bad, because, like, the one woman, she played Ventress in Star Wars, and it was her first time being at a con. She didn't go to a Comic-Con or anything ever before. She chose a really small one that just happened to be ours in NorCal, because that's where she lives. Because, you know, Lucasfilm Studios is up here in NorCal, in San Francisco. And so it was her first time, and she didn't know how much to charge. And these guys were like, oh, you gotta, like, you gotta just gush them of money, you know? So they were trying to, like, influence her. And so that's why it cost so much. So I don't think it was her fault. But of course she didn't get a single autograph because of that. It was a super small audience. Everyone's like, that's pathetic, but there's no, like, crazy fans and stuff that are like, ooh, I'm gonna, you know, get your autograph. The only people who took an autograph, I think there was like 2 people that got an autograph. The only people that did it were the people, 2 of the people that were selling their toys that wanted to increase the value of their toy. So they brought the Black Series from, like, their selling collection. They brought the Black Series Ventress figure and got her to sign it so that it would be worth more money, and then they sold it to someone else. I'm like, see, like, is that really what you want? Is that the kind of audience that you want? It's just dumb. Like, they're not even doing it because they like you. They're doing it because they want to make more money off someone else. You know? Oh, shoot. Oh, we're gonna win this for sure. Oh, we didn't. Oh, we got a lot of XP. I was hoping to be able to get that vehicle kill. Whatever your character is, and then pre-sign it and sell like yeah, $10. No, for like action figures, if you just want to sign a plastic box, for that 1 second it takes them to sign a plastic box, they like all of them were charging $60. But the collectors who are all there were like, that's their job. They're hardcore collectors. They're like, they know all the variables and the value increase relative to the name of the artist that signs it. They don't even view them as actual people. They just view them as a price tag. They're like, some people are like, oh, I'm not gonna do it from her. They're like, if I spend the money to get her to sign this one Black Series figure, my value will triple. But I'm not gonna get her to sign this other Ventress memorabilia because the price of $60 on top of the $20 like I don't know what it was, like t-shirt or something like that, would only go up to $30 value. So therefore paying the $60 isn't worth it. I wouldn't make the investment back. And they're all talking about that shit, like I can hear them, like there were dozens of them. They all know each other because they go to cons together and they're all talking. I'm like, bro, that's kind of like the most pathetic thing that I've heard of. You're just like, you know, it's the most pathetic thing because you didn't view them as a human being. You just view them as like a price tag differentiator. And then some of them were talking about how, like, they had stuff that was signed by actors that had died and that they were trying to get, you know, lists, you know, of certain cons they were going to try to get certain actors to sign them just in case they die so that it'll be worth even more money. I'm like, that is sick. That is the most disgusting thing. Like, they're trying to get the names of some people because they know they're gonna die so they can make more money off of them. I'm like, that is the most, like, repulsive thing. Ugh. That's why sometimes those cons and stuff are just gross. Because the people that are selling, that's what they do. They're like milking the actors and stuff and waiting for them to die so that they'll make more money off them. Or for the ones who don't do that, they're just nice people, like, it's cool to be around. Yeah, it's super scummy. But for the ones who aren't like that, it's fine. I think our experience was just a little bit underwhelming and kind of scummy because it was a small con. So, like, there wasn't hundreds of people there. There were literally only, like, as far as, like, people that were not selling, that were just there to buy, there were, like, 7 of us in the whole convention. Excuse me, there were only like 7 of us. Super small crowd. So all the people that were selling were super bummed out. They were all pissed because it was like a no-show. Then again, they didn't really advertise it very well. And we were like, it's small, you know, sometimes it's fun to be around people, but we wanted to, like, sometimes it's fun to have, like, big audiences and be going around, but I thought maybe people would be willing to cut us better deals because there weren't that many people there, but no. There were collectors and stuff that's their job, and there were multiple people trying to scam me out of stuff, and I was like, bro, like, I'm a human being. Don't you think it's a little scummy that you're literally, like, right in front of me trying to scam me? And I don't know that. I wanted to get some of these action figures as, like, reference for when I draw these aliens, the Star Wars aliens, because they look really cool, so I was going to use them for my concept art development. And the guy knew that. And these old-ass action figures, I thought I could get them for, you know, maybe, like, $2 a piece. Like, they're just sitting in a box. Like, they were just a box. It was just a garbage box. Like, literally, he had a garbage box, and there were just like 100 and something of them just sitting in there. And then he had the other ones that just have been sitting in there for decades. Like, no one's bought them, like, whatever. And he was like, minimum $5, no lower than that. When I was like, how about two? He's like, $5 from not... I'm like, you can go, bro. I'm not buying your shit. Oh, shoot. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. See, that's what's like cool seeing that. I really want to go to one of these where, like, no one showed up really for Star Wars Celebration. It was like a big flop because they put it in the wrong location that people go to. But I would really love to go see, because he's been gone for like a decade. Like, I would really love to see Hayden Christensen talk. I'm so glad that he's, you know, back in the scene doing movies and shows, because he's a really good actor, but people hate him for some reason. Anyways, I would have really loved to see him. My girlfriend went to one, but the voice actress of Ahsoka to sign some jewelry. Oh, sorry, let me turn it down. No, I was saying the voice, not the voice actor, the actor that gets hated a lot that I would really like to see is Hayden Christensen. He plays Anakin Skywalker. It's really cool that he's doing shows and movies again for Star Wars. Because he's actually a really good actor, but people hated on him because, one, they didn't watch his other movies, and two, the fact that he played the role of Anakin exactly how George Lucas wanted him to. He didn't want him to act a whole lot. Like, he was just like, this is the level of quality of acting that I want. Jumper, yeah. And he played it excellently. Like, I think there's no one else that could have played Anakin as good as he has. And, anyways. Like, Star Wars was made for kids. That's what George Lucas intended, so he played the role really well. Like, he's been in higher quality stuff than Star Wars, but, like, that's not what he was hired to do. He wasn't hired to be doing some Emmy-winning performance. Right. Like, unfortunately, there was way too much content and time skip and lack of information between episode 2 and 3. And, you know, they did a really bad job of explaining the downfall of Anakin, and there was a lot of stuff like in the prequels that doesn't make sense. Like how he goes from being a hero, like the whole I guess apparently Revenge of the Sith takes place over 7 days, the movie. The whole movie up until the last 10 minutes takes place within 2 days. Takes place over 2 days. And the last 10 minutes of the movie, the time skipped when he's Darth Vader, is like the 5-day time skip. So it makes no sense how he goes from being a hero who cares about a lot of people, and yeah, he's slaughtered Tusken Raiders and stuff, but it was justified based off of what they did to his mom and stuff. He's been in a lot of pain and whatnot, and then all of a sudden he does this out of character thing and slaughters like hundreds of Jedi, and especially little kids. It's the little kids whole thing that makes no sense. Like, he just slaughters a bunch of little kids with, like, no remorse, without a second thought. Like, that just doesn't make sense. That was poor story writing. But that's not his fault. He's just the actor. The Clone Wars show is really good, yeah. Clone Wars is like, Matt Lantern and stuff like that. Right. Clone Wars did like a really great job at fleshing it all out. And that was George Lucas's opportunity to really explain a whole lot behind the character. Clone Wars did an amazing job.
The enemy is trying to take the control point.
Plus, I think the original Clone Wars TV show did a really good job in 2002 and 2003. And the comic book series, I read the comic book series that was made between episodes 2 and 3, and that would go on later on. That would the whole Clone Wars comic book series. So much more like the EU trilogy, Expanded Universe trilogy, like so much cool stuff in there. And that's what the Clone Wars TV show was based off of, was that. Of course, it wasn't the same, but they were trying to capture that. So, that explains it much better.
Capturing the control point.
Oh yeah. That whole writing where the dude is going behind, is like backstabbing Padme while also trying to like crush on her and then trying to sexually assault her and shit, and she's mad at Anakin for stopping him. That was the like, that made no sense. Like, no person in their right mind in her position would still be kind and be like, no, he's not trying to do that. Like, you're out of control.
We're both in. Hold the last control point.
And then, where she, like, says that she doesn't want to see Anakin for a while. I'm really glad that no one really saw it because it didn't air, it was only on Netflix. But Season 6, which was originally supposed to be the last season of the Clone Wars that was only on Netflix, shows how he was totally backstabbing her and betraying her and doing all this stuff, and that he was a bad dude. Right. And Clovis was a terrible dude, and Anakin, like, even when she has all this annoyance with Anakin and hatred and all this sort of shit, and he's right, he doesn't say "I told you so." He immediately comes to save her when he hears the trouble, and helps and saves her, and she's like, "I'm so sorry, I was wrong the whole time," and he's like, "It's okay, I know you always want to see the good in people." That whole arc was just that her reaction was just so terrible that it didn't make sense. It's dark, bro. I like the emotion. Yeah. Yeah, there's some stuff that, like, that's why I loved the original Clone Wars comic book series, was because, I mean, eventually as time went on, the Clone Wars TV show, it was still for kids, but it got dark, and sometimes the comic book series was raw emotion. It was the darkest shit. It was just like the Old Republic. It was so dark. No one gave a fuck about life. There was no plot. There was no plot armor. None of that kind of shit. People just died. The clones were not humanized, like, whatsoever. Life was not appreciated, and people were constantly suffering. Like, Anakin and Obi-Wan were constantly suffering, constantly going through near life and death experiences. Right, The Last Airbender did a really good job that people love. But, you know, it's just like, I don't think they captured all that in the animated TV series of Star Wars. I think they missed a lot of that in the original, how dark the original authors made the Clone Wars. It's just mass death, that's all it is. But anyways, I think they, overall, they were able to recover in the end of Season 6 and 7 in the Clone Wars, and really good send-off. The whole just Anakin killing younglings, though, just doesn't... I've never thought it made any damn sense. Killing the Jedi made sense, like the adults. But the little kids, that never made any sense to me. That wasn't necessary. It's out of character, even with his hatred. Zuka's being asked when he's angry, he just explodes here. Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's why so many people loved Avatar. It's because of stuff like that. That was a good TV series. I never really got into it. I watched some of it, you know? I eventually kind of got into it later and watched, like, on YouTube a shitload of it. I couldn't, like, afford, like, a TV to stream it, but I watched stuff on YouTube. I thought it was pretty cool. I, like, quick watched it, you know? I didn't start from the beginning. I sort of quick watched a lot of stuff. And it was really good. I thought it was really cool. It was really great. Okay, Browning is maxed out. We just need to get the modification cost down. Let's get another soldier. Yeah. Makes sense. A lot of people I grew up with loved that show. It was their favorite. I think it's because at the same time that that was coming out, there were other shows that I really liked. I think that's why I never really got into it. I really want that 16 perk. Vertical recoil. I recommend horizontal recoil. What's the recoil in Brownie 1918? Is it like 30? Oh, horizontal recoil is not that bad, so I should be going for vertical recoil. Yeah. That's fine. What can we get? We can get aim stability, but we can't get vitality. This guy can get vitality, so it's probably worth doing it, but I'm just gonna use up the points for right now. Horizontal recoil, we'll do that. It's better to get something than nothing. What do you need? You need something? I'm gonna sell this grease gun. Nobody wants that. 50 Rising. Owen. We get the M1A1 Thompson. I'm gonna swap out the Owen for the M1A1, so I'm not gonna spend the time upgrading the Owen. No, I technically have the orders for it if I wanted to. There's some troop orders. Yeah, that's fine. Allied Army in Normandy. We're gonna swap that because I'm not doing Normandy right now. Fortifications used by teammates. Melee damage. Okay. Yeah, I think at the time that was happening, I was watching Cartoon Network stuff like Chowder, Flapjack, or my brother was watching SpongeBob. Then the Clone Wars TV show came out in 2009. And so I think I was just watching other stuff as that came out. And then eventually, once like the age that I would have been to be interested in that, I was already watching like a regular show, Adventure Time. So I wasn't really all that into it. I just happened to miss it, you know. I was in between that, like, that stagnated period. I was too young, and then by the time that I got old enough to actually be interested in it, there were already other good shows that had come out, so that's basically why I didn't get super into it. Kind of missed out on it. Which happens. But see, yeah, like, you're older than me, so you would have been at, like, that perfect spot where it was just coming out, and it was really popular amongst people. Like, I think the time that I was old enough, it was, like, just ending. The show was, like, just ending. So... Man. That was a double right there. Oh, Yastreb's playing on the other team. He's really good. Alright. Sniper rifle. Oh shit, is that a Molotov? Oh, it's a Molotov. Okay, well. Oh, you know what we gotta do? We gotta put an HMG up. Wait, give me a brownie. You put up an HMG. Yep, Cow and Chicken, Dexter's Laboratory, I watch those. Powerpuff Girls, Johnny Test. Watch those.
The enemy's trying to capture our control point.
We're capturing, but from where? Yeah, Johnny Test came out later. Grim Adventures, Foster. Yeah, I watched all those. Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. Yeah, those were like really big shows. Really popular. God, man. Forget it. Too many of them. Yeah, the Grim Adventures was pretty funny. I thought that one was pretty funny. I liked that one. Toonami. You know, it was really funny because I remember when I was like 6 or 7, I turned on Toonami like at night or whatever it was. I actually think I was like 10. I turned on Toonami and I saw this show with like this weird, it was anime night, and it was this weird opening, and I was like, what is this? And I was just kind of flipping through, and I'm like, whatever, and I like turned it off. And then several years later, when I got into it, I realized it was it was like literally, I mean, it was DBZ Kai, Dragon Ball Z Kai, but it was like the opening night that they were airing the Cell Saga. And I was like, oh man, like if I would have known that that's what it was at that age, I would have been so hyped. DBZ Kai, when I was in sophomore year, it was its last year on air, and they were in the Majin Buu saga, and I watched every week. I watched it until it was over. I loved it. I actually didn't really watch Code. I didn't really watch that. The ones I watched were like, that I eventually got into were Dragon Ball Z Kai. I prefer the original Dragon Ball Z, but I mean it's basically the same thing. I watched a little bit of what do you call it, like Ghost in the Shell, or I remember when My Hero Academia was first airing. One show I still want to watch that I was never able to see when it first aired was Dimension W. Never really liked Dragon Ball Z. I love Dragon Ball Z because I started watching it from the Majin Buu saga. That's when I like first was when it was airing. DBZ Kai was airing for the first time. And so I watched it every night, and I thought it was like so cool because I got it when I think the Majin Buu era is like the darkest era of Dragon Ball Z, which is why I loved it because the main characters. Oh, is it too by a tree? Is there? I'll have to look. But I loved it because the main characters, I didn't know anything about the show, and they were dying. Like Gohan died. Vegeta died, Goku was already like dead, and then you know, and Gohan came back, and it was just the kids that were left and Piccolo, and then all the characters got wiped out at the Overlook, and I was like, this is a crazy show. Like people just get like killed off, and see, it was the Dragon Ball Z era with the Buu saga was where Toriyama made the decision. He was like, okay, the characters have been brought back too many times, so like if they die in Otherworld, they're dead. Like I'm wiping them off the show. So it was like a really big deal because if the characters died, they permanently died. Like he would wipe them off the show. And so there was like that really big, that was like that intense thing where it's like they can't be revived anymore. Like if they die while they're in Otherworld, which is where Majin Buu ended up teleporting to, like all those heroes in Otherworld die. Like they're not coming back because no one's ever supposed to get to Otherworld. So it was really cool. And then after that, I started watching like the rest of Dragon Ball Z. Like I started watching the Cell Saga and the Frieza Saga, and it was kind of really cool. And the beginning before that, obviously. I just got in at like the right time. It was just interesting to me. Plus, a lot of other shows were like ending at that time that I was interested in. They were like, a lot of shows were at their close. So, like, Adventure Time was ending, even though it hadn't been that great for a while. And then Regular Show was ending. I watched Steven Universe, that was ending at that time. What other shows? There were a few more, but like everything was kind of ending that I'd grown up with, like as a teenager, or not even teenager, when I was like 10 years old, 9 years old. All the shows were like ending. Star Wars: The Clone Wars was ending. Yeah, but I was older. Yeah, I loved Adventure Time. I thought it was the coolest thing. It ended up becoming a super dark and serious show for the characters as time went on, but it was totally like I loved it when it first came because it was just wacky and weird. I mean, yeah, that was that ugly witch, yeah, the ugly witch episode. Yeah, there's the guy who made it is just a really weird dude, so it just completely makes sense with just his character of stuff that he likes to make. But I feel like a lot of people online have said the same thing, that like once they started getting into focusing on, because you know Finn became like an adolescent, so he started wanting to have sex and wanting to have relationships and whatnot, which makes sense. And they focused on that like way too much with very toxic relationships that he got into. And so when it became like the flame princess relationship, the show just, that's all it would focus on, and it was really just a toxic relationship. And so it was just, so many people just quit watching the show because they couldn't get over it. But I did end up watching the series like finale, which was really sad, but really cool send-off. But yeah, that's why like I watched the first like 4 seasons, I think it was. I think there's 7 seasons total. I watched like a little bit of it, season 5 and 6. Basically none of 7. Oh yeah, it's just weird humor. It's not, and the other thing is that eventually this show ended up bringing in continuity. Like Avatar: The Last Airbender, what's cool is it was all about continuity. Like one episode followed the other. Regular show, Adventure Time, Clarence, really it started with Adventure Time and Regular Show were the first kind of shows of the new Cartoon Network era that were kind of like Chowder and Flapjack, which is where it's not meant to be like a continuous story. It's just supposed to be weird, wacky stuff that's like, you know, it's like The Simpsons and Family Guy. It's like, well, at the end of the episode, everything is a clean slate. Like, we start over again, you know? Like, stuff doesn't really... And I think as time has gone on, like The Simpsons and Family Guy and stuff ended up doing less of that. And continuity actually, like, they reference things. But Adventure Time and Regular Show, for the longest time, there was zero continuity. Like, zero. So it was kind of, like, weird in that way, but it was also kind of funny.
Don't let the enemy fortify their position.
Yeah, Flapjack was weird as hell, man. I watched some of it, but I never really got into it. Because it was just so damn weird. It was so damn weird. And as you get older and you watch some of the clips from the show, like, there was, like, pedophilia, and there was, like, toxic relationships, and there was, like, psychopaths in the show and stuff. And it's just this little kid that's oblivious to all of that. And you're like, ugh. But the writers knew what they were doing. It was supposed to be this grungy, creepy, like, gross show. I think for Adventure Time, perhaps even Regular Show, the more that the lore got developed upon, the more that people moved away from the shows. And I think what killed Adventure Time for most people, I mean, most people eventually came back to watch the finale because it was so great, the last season, but I think what killed Regular Show and Adventure Time for a lot of people was the same thing. It was that the characters ended up... It was made for kids. And by the time that they got into seasons 4, you know, 3 and 4, their audience had basically grown up to be teenagers that their intended audience was. So they were focusing on relationships. But their characters just kept... The focus was on dating, and the characters kept getting into terrible relationships and not knowing what they wanted, and or getting into toxic relationships, and it just took over the whole plot. I don't think that's what people wanted to watch. They didn't want to spend their free time watching cartoon characters struggling with their own relationships. Because when you say it like that, when you say it for what it is, you're like, oh yeah, that's kind of weird. It's like, yeah, people didn't want to spend their free time watching cartoon shows with adolescents trying to figure out toxic relationships or struggling relationships. That's not what people want to spend their time doing. It's kind of funny that way. Avatar: The Last Airbender didn't have any of that. They did good. They did a good job with that.
The enemy has taken half of our control.
You look in retrospect, and they didn't struggle with that. That was good on them. Oh, Avatar? I didn't watch all of it. I didn't watch it like episode per episode. I mean, there were a few episodes that I did watch when it first came out, but then I stopped. So I mostly just watched like on YouTube and stuff. And I mostly read a lot of it through Wiki, like Wikipedia and stuff on what happened. Because there wasn't anywhere that was really airing it at the time that I got interested. It was kind of like over. There wasn't anyone airing it. Because every few years, Nickelodeon like renews it. And they weren't doing it. It was like between a break. They weren't really doing it. And they decided they wanted to move away from it. Like I got interested in it like 2 or 3 years ago. So it was not going to be renewed for a rerun. I have not seen that one. I've not seen that episode. I know there are a lot of like really sad episodes within that. Bro, where the hell is this tank? Oh shit. Yeah, unfortunately, I did not see like a lot of those episodes and stuff. A lot of what I know from the show, I ended up reading about. Like I said, my only option was like either looking at YouTube clips or reading from online because it wasn't being renewed anywhere. So I kind of missed out on a lot of it. Oh, he got clipped. He clipped himself. struggle.
The enemy is rushing
Oh,
the
come
control
on.
point.
All these sniper groups.
Throwing a phosphorus grenade. Gonna burn. Throwing white
Roger just burnt himself. Jeez.
This is our last point of defense. Hold out to the last man.
I don't understand. It like I guess that's a rally point right there. Alright, well. We will just I mean we did good this game, so that's fine, but
fighters. Hit all targets.
I'll just finish it out. I have to build another rally point. Well, I guess the season ends in like 6 days or something like that. So there's not much time left. But I'm really stoked that it's going to be over. Because I'm excited to start new, and hopefully they put out more new content and stuff. I know they've been waiting, because I'm like, it's already like mid-April, and they haven't added any of the content they said they were going to add. Like, we're already 4 months into the year. Nothing's really come out for their little roadmap, so... Except for Titan Rise, which ended up being the new game mode they wanted to do, which now won't be back for a year or something, it said. Though it's like every year they'll do it for like a few weeks. I'm like, okay. But... yeah, otherwise, I guess nothing else has really come out yet.
Throwing a phosphorus grenade.
Oh shit.
Gonna burn them with throwing white phosphorus. Throwing a phosphorus grenade. Our magazine's empty. Reloading. Charge!
Oh fuck. It's a guy right there. Let's see. I'm the only one to put down a rally point. That's probably gonna be the death of us, but we will do what we can. We will do what we can. Oh, no, there goes our rally point. Alright. Oh, sorry about the siren. We got...
Come on.
oh, something's going on. Our street's like a magnet for... oh, come on, man. Are you kidding me?
The enemy is trying to take the control point.
Excuse me. Got wiped out by that AT gun. It's like in the perfect position right there for where we spawn. Unfortunately. My AI don't want to move.
Gonna burn them with phosphorus.
Did they not...
Our defenses have failed. We lost this battle.
ah, well, we got 2 more kills in the end just before we lost, so I would say that's a that's something. Oh, we got all 3. Nice. We're not gonna play Tunisia. No, we will not be playing Tunisia. We will take the silver orders, I guess. We're not gonna play Moscow either. Okay, top. I can do headshots, enemy kills, all that kind of stuff is fine. I don't really care about the machine gun now. It's not there's other stuff. So let's do another mechanic, engineer. Even I'm gonna specific Johnson. You're supposed to have a Johnson too. Why you don't? Oh, backpacks either. Okay, so Johnson, Browning, Rising, Springfield should be replaced. Wait, but this is the group that, okay, this is the group that's maxed out already. Yes, so you need to have a Johnson as well. I don't have enough orders. I'll have to wait. Okay. Well, we're slowly replacing guys, so... Alright, now our speed's maxed out. So, stamina regeneration. Yeah, you're good. Health restored. No, I'm saving that for something else. Okay, so that's good. And then we'll get rid of weapon changing speed. And we're gonna add probably the health med pack, and then we'll do vitality or something. I don't know, we'll see. Firearm reload speed, I don't want that. We'll do extinguishing fire for right now. Can't wait to get the flamethrower. Level 28. No problem. Flamethrower, rank 2. AT gunner, rank 2. Yeah, I only have 2 more soldier types to unlock. We're done. This is the Second World War. Interesting. I don't think I'm going to use that though, because I don't really use sniper squadrons. M9. Definitely going to use that. Flamethrower, Johnson LMG, will definitely be taking that. And then I'll have to, I'll have to rank up my Japanese side too. Now that I'm here again, I'll have to rank it up to at least right here, level 26. Yeah. I don't care about the Kami. I will get the SIG 1920 though when we finally unlock it. Hmm. 2 left. Tank mine, large backpack. An explosion pack on you. It's not working. Alright, that's fine. We'll do it on the first guy then. It's not letting me switch stuff right now. No. Don't know. Alright, well, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a break. Go hit the gym. But I will be back later. If you're still here, Brandon, thank you so much for hanging out with me, man. It was nice talking about cartoon shows. That was good. And talking about cons too. So maybe next year if TwitchCon or something is closer to where I live, then well, not close to where I live, but if I'm at a, I'll be out of university or something, I'll be able to go check that out. But thank you everyone too who hung out on YouTube. If you are interested in watching more, definitely consider subscribing. And I will see you in the next one. So take care.